just get closer, bro. It's not hard. G'day guys, so has my head gotten bigger or is it just me? Because I got 4 subscribers.
Nothing can stop me, I'm all the way up.
From my first video last week, and yeah, I just feel like my head's a little bit bigger, like physically it's bigger. Now real talk, thanks to everyone who's subscribed, all 4 of you. I can count it on one hand, it's so easy. 1, 2, 3, 4 subscribers, means a lot, appreciate it. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about getting wide and closer to the subject. I'm talking intimately close, almost like you're going to give them a peck on the lips. That's how close. Now there was a famous photographer who said if your pictures aren't good enough, it's because you're not close enough. Now while I don't fully agree with this statement, it can be true to an extent. It all depends on what you're trying to achieve. So obviously a Saul Leiter style of photography doesn't require you to be millimeters away from the lips of your subject. But for people who do like to shoot wide, it can be necessary just to provide a more intimate experience for the viewer, not only you and the subject, because it can get very intimate. So how do you get closer to your subject? Now, the smart ass thing to say would be, just get closer, bro. It's not hard. But yeah, it is hard. It can be hard, can be intimidating, and can be awkward. So how do you get close? What if they see you, and what if, worst case, they confront you? Isn't it awkward? These are just all the questions you ask yourself, and which allows the self-doubt to creep in. Now, there is no right or wrong way to do it, but there's my way to do it. There are some tips and tricks that I use that allowed me to get closer to the subject without interrupting and influencing the candidness and purity of a scene. So a few basic fundamentals, from the position of the camera in your hand, where you're holding it, how you're carrying it, to the lead up moments before you press the trigger. Everything is crucial in getting it right, as most often you only have one chance of getting the shot before the candid nature is ruined and the subject is onto you. Alright, so now for this, I'll display how I personally hold the camera. There are many different ways, but this is how I will do it. So time to get my retired Canon 5D Mark III. Everyone say hi, Canon 5D Mark III. It's shy now. It's very self-conscious because I've neglected it and tossed it to the side because my brand new Canon R6 has made way for it. So it's very shy and insecure, but it helps me a lot with demonstrating purposes now. So this is how I'll hold the camera when I am approaching my subject. It is not hanging around my neck. It is ready. I've got a finger on the shutter and I'm holding it probably just below my neck. That's how low I'm holding it. If you prefer in portrait mode, hold it like that, hold it like that. Pretty much have it ready. Have the hand on your trigger ready to go at any moment. You're walking around like that. Now, why do you want to hold it like that? Well, look, not only can you get the shot off faster, but this draws more attention to yourself if you raise it and put it to your eye. Any quick sudden movement, the subject can see it and it's going to draw attention to you and the scene is over. Go home. Just go home. Now, just like with sports, skateboarding, whatever, anything, you want to warm up. Warming up, especially in photography, is crucial to gain confidence. Even the best athletes in the world warm up. It's just a part of any activity you partake in. So make sure you take a few warm-up shots and analyze the shots. See what you're doing wrong, see what you can do better. Just in the first couple of photos, see like, okay, I need to get a bit closer. Okay, I'm too close. So you just analyze the shots, and once you've gotten the basic fundamentals down, now it's time to get into the, what is it, the meat and gravy? Spaghetti and meatballs, the chicken stuff. I don't know, one of those food analogies. It's time to get into one of those. An important part is blending in. You don't want to look like a photographer. You want to look like a lost tourist at best. There's a few videos of Gary Winogrand looking like he doesn't know how to use a camera. It's the first time he has one in his hands and he's just like looking around, fumbling. You kind of want to look like that. Now, don't dress in bloody fluoro like you're going to a rave. Don't stand out, act invisible, wear a bloody gully suit if you have to. Remember, you're not the hero, the subject is. Now, you want to anticipate the moment beforehand. Long before you've taken the shot, you need to anticipate what's going to happen, what might happen. So when you do get in close, you're not winging it, you actually know what you set out to do. Now, when you are approaching the subject, you need to act oblivious. This ensures you don't throw them off and leave them speculating that you're going to take their picture. That's if they even see you. So pre-frame the shot before the shot has been taken. So not everyone will agree with this step or even have the capability, but I have my Canon R6 set on burst mode. So if you press the shutter, it's going to take a high burst amount of pictures. I'm approaching my subject, acting oblivious, kind of looking around, knowing fully well what I'm going to do. And I'll hold down the trigger and walk as close as I can to them. And that final shot, you should be really close to them. And in some cases, you're too close. But somewhere in that burst, there's the perfect framing. Now, if you do get too close to them and step into their personal space, apologize. That's if they haven't apologized to you first because they think they've gotten in your way. That's how sly you got to be in this game. You gotta gaslight them into thinking they've done something to you. I don't encourage it, and it is a bit of a dick thing to do, but that's just the nature of the game. This method can make you feel like a bit of a wanker, but this is how I'm able to get candid shots without interrupting its nature. We are like National Geographic photographers out there. Well, I feel like I am sometimes. We need to try and leave nature as it's intended. We don't want to intrude and take nature off its course. Now here is a quick case study where I use an example and I show you how everything I talked about is put together in one clip. So I saw these 3 tatted gentlemen from across the road, and yeah, if someone's covered in tattoos, naturally you find them intimidating. But with my plan, I pre-framed it. I knew what angle I was going to take the photo at. The camera was below my neck. My hands were on the shutter. I was ready to take the photo, and I walked past him. Within 2 seconds, the moment was gone and the photo was taken. So that's a quick case study. I analyzed, I pre-framed the photo. Even if they did see me, it was after the shot was taken. Now, I will say shooting wide and getting closer to the subject has changed my photography for the better. Self-admittedly, I was a bit of a denier of this method. I thought it's unnecessary to get too close. And I still somewhat agree. Don't get so close just for the sake of getting close. But using a zoom lens and having the background compressed and distorted just doesn't cut it for me anymore. For me, using a zoom lens and standing bloody 100 meters away, you lose the intimacy from the photo, the emotion, and some would argue it actually is creepier. Most ways of street photography is creepy. Fundamentally, you're taking a photo of a stranger, it's creepy, but standing 100 meters away is probably a bit creepier. So give it a try. Use the steps that I've mentioned. It may take a few goes of getting the hang of it, but once you do get the hang of it, you'll never go back. Figuratively and metaphorically, you will never go back. Now, if you are scared of confrontation, then maybe this style of photography isn't for you, because a confrontation, whether it happens today, tomorrow, or in the near future, it's pretty much inevitable with this style of photography. I'm not trying to scare you, it's just the nature of this game, and you need to try to overcome the possibility of a confrontation and accept that it might just happen. Obviously, there are ways to mitigate the confrontation, but that is a topic for another video that I will talk about. And I have had a few confrontations in my time, but yeah, that is for another time. So guys, thank you for listening. Please do try the steps, and yeah, make sure you subscribe, give a comment, appreciate it, and I'll see you soon. Sorry, let me do that again. So yeah, appreciate it, and I'll see you soon. Take care, bye.